Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to Story Time with Auntie Margie. Today's story is from one of my favorite books, Uncle Arthur's Bedtime Stories. And today's story is called Two Greedy Girls. This story is about two girls and their dog Trixie, and it comes from Johannesburg, South Africa. Because of what the girls have told the author, I have changed their names so you will never find out who they are. For a long time, Pamela and Paula had been begging Mother to let them make some toffee all by themselves. Now she had finally said yes. They could make it while she went to town shopping, provided they would leave the kitchen clean and tidy afterwards. "Oh, goody," the girls cried, clapping their hands for joy. "Don't worry, Mother. We'll leave everything just right." Of course, they both thought they knew all about toffee making until they got started. Then they began to wish they had asked Mother a few more questions. How much sugar? What kind of sugar? What else should they put in? Which saucepan should they use? How long should they cook it? "I think we had better look at Mother's cookbook," said Pamela. "I think so too," said Paula. "We mustn't make a mistake and spoil it all, or Mother will laugh at us." So they found the cookbook and turned to the recipe marked toffee. "Here it is," cried Pamela. "Now you listen, Paula, while I read. To make 1 pound of toffee, take 3/4 of a pound of brown sugar, 4.5 ounces of butter, half a teacup of water, and half a lemon. Got that?" "Yes," said Pamela. "Go on." Pamela continued. "Place the sugar in a saucepan with the butter, water, and part of the rind of the lemon. Boil till sufficiently done. Let it stand till boiling has ceased. Then stir in juice of lemon. To find out when toffee is done, drop a little into a cup of cold water. Butter a shallow pan and pour in the toffee." "So now we know," said Paula. "Let's get started." They found the right sugar, weighed it carefully, and put it in the saucepan. Then they put the butter and the water and waited for the mixture to boil. At what they thought was the right time, they mixed in the lemon juice, poured the toffee into a shallow buttered pan, and waited impatiently for it to cool. Meanwhile, Trixie, now boys and girls, remember who Trixie was? Trixie was the dog. Trixie was running about excitedly, licking up any grains of sugar that fell on the floor and generally making herself a nuisance. "Go away, Trixie!" cried Paula for the 20th time. "This toffee is not for you!" Trixie slunk into a corner. I think it's time we tried it," said Pamela after a while. "So do I," said Paula. "I can't wait any longer." So they took a knife and made the first cut. It looks a bit crystallized," said Pamela. "It does," said Paula. "Did we boil it too long? Or not long enough?" "I don't know," said Pamela. "Well, anyway, it's lovely," said Paula, tasting a piece. "I could eat it all by myself." "Yes, so could I," said Pamela. "It's scrumptious." Just then, they caught sight of Mary Jane, the girl next door, coming up the driveway with her mother. "Oh, the neighbors!" groaned the two sisters. "Why do they have to come now?" said Pamela. "And what shall we do with our toffee?" asked Paula. "Hide it!" cried Pamela. "Get it out of sight! Quickly! If they see it, we shall have to share it with them, and then there won't be any left for us. Mary Jane has an appetite like a horse." Paula grabbed the pan of coffee. "Where shall I hide it?" she asked. "Where will it be safe?" "I don't care where you put it," said Pamela. "Just be quick, that's all. Put it in the bedroom if you like, Put it under the bed, anywhere." Paula obeyed, and she was just in time. As she came out of the bedroom, there was a knock on the front door. The two girls tried hard to be polite to their visitors, but the whole time they were thinking of their precious toffee. When at last Mary Jane's mother said she thought it was time to go, Pamela and Paula didn't try to change her mind. They smiled their sweetest and escorted them to the door most graciously. But when the door was closed, they let out a shriek of delight and rushed to the bedroom. Pamela got to the bed first and looked underneath. "Where did you leave it?" she asked. "There." "Where?" "Just there, where you're looking." "But there's no toffee here. You must have put it somewhere else." "But I didn't," said Paula, getting down on her hands and knees and looking under the bed. "It's gone!" she cried. "Whoever could have taken it?" Just then, from far under the bed, came a low growl, followed by the sound of somebody or something licking the pan. "Trixie!" cried the girls together. "You bad, bad dog!" Trixie it was. And when at last they got the pan away from Trixie, it was empty. Trixie had cleaned it as thoroughly as an automatic washing machine could. Pamela and Paula looked at each other in dismay. You can guess what they were thinking. "Maybe we should have shared it with Mary Jane," said Paula. "Maybe we should," said Pamela. And they were right. Well, boys and girls, that's it for our story today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.